Jordan Ernest Burroughs was born on July 8, 1988, in Camden, New Jersey, USA, and grew up in the nearby town of Sicklerville. He was the youngest of 4 children in a tight-knit family, raised by his parents, Leroy and Janice Burroughs. From a young age, Jordan was surrounded by a supportive home environment that encouraged discipline, hard work, and perseverance, values that would later become the foundation of his athletic career. Growing up in Sicklerville, Jordan was an energetic and competitive child. His early years were filled with various sports activities, as he loved testing his physical abilities. Before wrestling became his main passion, he played football and ran track, showing speed, strength, and agility that hinted at his future athletic success. However, it wasn't until the age of 5 that he first stepped onto a wrestling mat, sparking a lifelong love for the sport. Jordan's introduction to wrestling came through a local youth program, where his natural athleticism and determination quickly became apparent. While he wasn't an instant prodigy, he had an unwavering commitment to improvement, often practicing relentlessly to refine his skills. Wrestling soon became more than a sport. It was a challenge that taught him discipline, mental toughness, and resilience. Education played a significant role in Jordan's upbringing. He attended Winslow Township High School, where his wrestling talent began to shine. During his high school career, he became a 2-time state champion, cementing his reputation as one of the top young wrestlers in New Jersey. Off the mat, he was known for his humility, positive attitude, and focus on academics, traits that earned him respect from both coaches and peers. Burroughs' early life was also shaped by a deep sense of family unity. His parents and siblings regularly attended his matches, celebrating his victories and encouraging him through defeats. This unwavering support system gave him the confidence to dream big and push through obstacles. By the time Jordan graduated from high school, wrestling had become more than just a sport. It was a calling. His early exposure to hard work, his competitive spirit from playing multiple sports, and his family's encouragement all paved the way for him to pursue wrestling at the collegiate and eventually international level, where he would rise to become one of the most celebrated wrestlers in the world. Jordan Burroughs' path to wrestling began humbly, rooted in community programs and a relentless drive to improve. He first discovered the sport at the age of 5 when his parents enrolled him in a local wrestling club in Sicklerville, New Jersey. Initially, he wasn't an immediate standout. He even admits to losing many of his early matches, but the sport's one nature intrigued him. Wrestling offered no excuses. Victory or defeat rested entirely on his own performance. This personal accountability ignited a spark in him, pushing him to train harder than ever. His early development continued through youth leagues, but it was in middle school and high school that his passion solidified. At Winslow Township High School, Burroughs competed in the 125-pound and later 135-pound weight classes, quickly making a name for himself as a disciplined and explosive athlete. His high school coach, Rick Koss, played a major role in shaping his style, teaching him the importance of both technical mastery and mental toughness. By his junior and senior years, Burroughs had risen to become a 2-time New Jersey state champion, a feat that put him on the radar of college recruiters. While many wrestlers have a single defining role model, Burroughs drew inspiration from multiple sources. He admired Olympic champions like John Smith for their precision and relentless pace, and he studied collegiate greats to refine his own explosive double-leg takedown, a move that would become his signature in later years. Equally influential were his parents, who instilled in him the discipline to train tirelessly and the humility to keep learning even after major wins. The transition to higher-level wrestling came when Burroughs earned a scholarship to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Competing for the Nebraska Cornhuskers under head coach Mark Manning, he quickly proved his worth. He became a 2-time NCAA Division I champion, 2009 and 2011, and a 3-time All-American, dominating opponents with his aggressive style and unmatched speed. His college years not only honed his skills but also prepared him mentally for the pressures of international competition. Burroughs' first major professional break came in 2011 when he won the U.S. World Team Trials, earning the chance to represent the United States at the World Wrestling Championships in Istanbul, Turkey. There, in his very first senior-level international tournament, he shocked the wrestling world by winning gold. This victory marked the beginning of a legendary career, proving that the boy from Sicklerville, who once struggled in youth matches, had transformed into one of wrestling's most formidable forces. Jordan Burroughs' rise to fame was nothing short of meteoric. After his breakthrough gold at the 2011 World Wrestling Championships, he carried that momentum into the 2012 London Olympics. There, he delivered a flawless performance, defeating Iran's Sadegh Ghazi in the 74 kg freestyle final to claim Olympic gold. This victory made him an instant national hero, with media outlets hailing him as the new face of American wrestling. Behind the scenes, Burroughs later revealed that he had been battling a leg injury leading up to the Games, making his triumph even more remarkable. The years that followed solidified his dominance. In 2013 and 2015, he won additional World Championship gold medals, often defeating top international rivals, such as Denis Sargush of Russia, with whom he developed one of wrestling's most talked about rivalries. Their bouts were intense, often coming down to the final seconds, captivating fans and creating a buzz across wrestling forums and sports media. Burroughs' explosive double-leg takedown became a signature weapon, so feared that opponents openly strategized to avoid it. One of the most iconic moments of his career came in 2015 at the World Championships in Las Vegas, where he won gold on home soil in front of an electric American crowd. Fans erupted with chants of USA after his victory, and social media lit up with praise, calling him unbeatable, a living legend. Behind the curtain, Burroughs was equally humble, taking time to sign autographs and thank supporters, even as he dealt with exhaustion from the grueling tournament. However, his career also saw challenges. The 2016 Rio Olympics brought heartbreak when Burroughs, favored to repeat his gold medal performance, suffered a shocking early loss. The defeat was covered widely in the media, with some questioning if his era of dominance was over. Yet, Burroughs responded with resilience, returning to claim World Championship medals in 2017, 2018 and 2021, proving his staying power. Fans often cite his sportsmanship as one of his defining qualities. Even in defeat, he maintained grace, offering handshakes and words of respect to opponents. His matches drew huge audiences online, and wrestling highlight reels frequently featured his explosive scoring style. Media coverage painted him not only as a champion but also as a role model for young athletes. By blending skill, charisma, and humility, Jordan Burroughs didn't just win matches. He won hearts, securing his place as one of the greatest wrestlers in history. Outside the wrestling mat, Jordan Burroughs has built a life defined by family, faith, and giving back. He married Lauren Mariocha in 2013, and together they have 4 children, 2 sons and 2 daughters. Burroughs often speaks about how fatherhood changed his perspective, giving him a greater sense of purpose beyond competition. He frequently shares moments with his family on social media, showing fans a more personal side of the fierce competitor they see on the mat. Faith has been a guiding force in Burroughs' life. He is open about his Christian beliefs, often crediting his success to God and maintaining that his identity is rooted not in medals but in his values and relationships. This grounding has helped him navigate the highs and lows of a demanding athletic career. Away from wrestling, Burroughs enjoys a range of hobbies. He's a sneaker enthusiast, often showcasing his collection of rare and stylish athletic shoes. He's also passionate about fitness and nutrition, using his platform to encourage healthier lifestyles. Traveling is another love, and his wrestling career has taken him to countries across the globe, where he embraces new cultures and connects with fans. Like many elite athletes, Burroughs has faced struggles, particularly with injuries. One of the most notable came in 2013, when he broke his ankle just weeks before the World Championships. Defying expectations, he returned to compete and still won gold, wrestling with a plate and screws in his leg, a testament to his toughness and determination. Over the years, he's dealt with other injuries, including knee and hand issues, but has consistently fought his way back to top form. Remarkably, Burroughs' career has been free from major scandals. His clean image, professionalism, and respect for the sport have made him a positive ambassador for wrestling. This reputation has only strengthened his influence, particularly among young athletes who look up to him as a role model. Charitable work has also been a part of his journey. He has participated in numerous clinics, motivational talks, and youth programs, often traveling to underserved communities to share his story and teach wrestling skills. His message goes beyond sports, focusing on discipline, perseverance, and character. Through dedication to family, commitment to his values, and resilience in the face of challenges, Jordan Burroughs has shown that greatness isn't only measured in championships. It's also about how you carry yourself when no one's keeping score. In the later stages of his career, Jordan Burroughs transitioned from being purely a competitor to becoming a mentor. ambassador, and voice for the sport of wrestling. Even while still competing at a high level, he began preparing for life after the mat, recognizing that his influence could extend far beyond competition. As he moved into his mid-30s, Burroughs gradually reduced his international schedule, focusing on select events while dedicating more time to coaching and mentorship. He began working closely with young wrestlers through clinics, camps, and one-on-one training sessions, often sharing not only techniques, but also lessons on mental preparation, discipline, and character. His ability to break down complex wrestling strategies into relatable, teachable moments made him a sought-after figure in the wrestling community. Burroughs also became a prominent public speaker, delivering motivational talks at schools, corporate events, and athletic programs across the country. He spoke about resilience, overcoming adversity, and the mindset required to achieve greatness. His natural charisma and authenticity resonated with audiences well beyond wrestling fans. Media appearances became another part of his later years. He featured on sports networks, podcasts, and documentaries, where he reflected on his career and the evolution of wrestling. While there was speculation about whether he might move into commentary or television hosting, Burroughs kept his focus on projects aligned with his passion for athletics and personal growth. On the business side, he collaborated with sports apparel and training equipment brands, leveraging his name to promote wrestling-related products and inspire fitness enthusiasts. He also explored building his own brand through online coaching platforms, offering training plans and inspirational content to a global audience. Charitable work remained central to his post-competition life. He continued to support youth programs, especially those in underserved areas, and partnered with organizations that promote access to sports. These initiatives allowed him to give back to the communities that supported him throughout his journey. Although Burroughs has not officially closed the door on competition, his later years mark a clear shift toward legacy building. Whether through mentoring the next generation, representing wrestling on the global stage, or sharing his story in public forums, he has successfully transitioned into a respected elder statesman of the sport. His post-wrestling career reflects the same discipline, humility, and determination that made him a champion, proving that even after the whistle blows, Jordan Burroughs remains a force of inspiration. Jordan Burroughs is still alive, so while there is no date or cause of death to report, his legacy is already firmly established within the world of sports. Even during his lifetime, he has been widely celebrated as one of the greatest freestyle wrestlers in American history, and his impact continues to shape the sports culture, popularity, and values. Burroughs' legacy begins with his unparalleled achievements on the mat: Olympic gold in 2012, multiple world championship titles, and a career defined by consistency, resilience, and explosive, crowd-pleasing performances. His famous double-leg takedown became not just a move, but a trademark that symbolized his aggressive yet calculated style. For aspiring wrestlers, it represented both technical perfection and relentless willpower. Beyond the medals, Burroughs is remembered for his sportsmanship and grace in victory and defeat. Fans and fellow athletes admire the way he carried himself, never boasting, always showing respect to opponents, and maintaining humility despite global fame. Even his losses, such as the 2016 Olympic disappointment, became part of his legacy, demonstrating that resilience and perseverance are as important as triumphs. In the wrestling community, his influence reaches far beyond competition. He has inspired countless young athletes to take up the sport, proving that success can come from dedication, hard work, and belief in oneself. Through his youth clinics, public speaking, and mentoring, Burroughs has invested heavily in the future of wrestling, ensuring that his impact will be felt for generations. Public reaction to his career milestones has often been electric. Social media explodes during his matches, with fans from around the world praising his skill and determination. His victories have been celebrated as moments of national pride, particularly his Olympic gold, which brought mainstream attention to wrestling in the United States. Media coverage has consistently portrayed him as a role model, not just for athletes but for anyone striving toward personal excellence. Articles, documentaries, and interviews highlight his disciplined training, family values, and unwavering faith, framing him as both a champion and a man of character. Today, Jordan Burroughs is remembered and actively celebrated, not only as a world-class athlete, but as a symbol of what it means to compete with integrity. His story continues to motivate wrestlers, sports fans, and young people worldwide, making it clear that his legacy is not confined to a record book. Instead, It lives on in the countless lives he has inspired, proving that greatness is as much about how you live as it is about what you win.